The administrative console is used to create publicly viewable instances of Weave. To do this, the user will need to be able to import and configure data tables and geometries. This video demonstrates how to create client configurations using data that has previously been uploaded or made available through the Weave Administrative Console. A client configuration is a configured instance of Weave that is publicly accessible. The first thing we need to do is open the Administrative Console and enter the login credentials that are required to connect. These are set by your database administrator. When the Administrative Console opens, the Client Configurations tab is open by default. To create a new configuration, replace the phrase New Client Config in the Create New File box with a file name of your own, leaving the .xml file extension at the end, and hit Create. This creates a blank instance of Weave with the Probe Tooltip Editor open. Click on Open Selector to select attributes from your data to work with. Find your data by expanding the appropriate folders in the list on the left, or by using the search box. When you select a data source, its attributes or column headers will appear in the list on the right. Add the attributes you wish to work with one at a time by selecting an attribute and hitting the Add Selected Attribute button. The attributes that you select will depend on the visualization page that you wish to create. Once all of your desired attributes are added, hit the Save and Close button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit Save and Close one more time to close the Probe Tooltip Editor and save your selections. There are currently no visualizations added to this instance of Weave, so for demonstration's sake, we'll add one visualization before we save this configuration. To do this, click on the Tools button at the top of the screen. Then select any visualization. I'm going to add a color histogram. Now we will map some of our data to the color scale. To change the color scale from a grayscale to something else, click on the wrench in the upper left-hand corner of the Color Histogram tool. Additional color scales are available in the Advanced tab. Select any color scale that is appropriate for your data. Once you've selected a color scale, save and close. Now we're done creating our instance of Weave and we're interested in saving it so that it can be recalled using any web browser. To do this, click Session at the top of the screen and select Save Session State to Server. Enter any name you wish, leaving the .xml file extension at the end. Hit OK to create the client configuration and a pop-up will appear indicating you have been successful. Hit OK. You can now publicly link to this instance of Weave by selecting everything in the URL up to the .xml after the client configuration name you have chosen. In our case, we will select everything up to and including defaults equals demo client config.xml. You can now access this configuration from any browser using this URL.